It's been a while. 14 July 2012. I will give a brief of a few interesting stocks that I see. This is XMH Holdings Limited. Frankly speaking, I don't know the stock. I'm just looking at this on a wider scale. There is a setup here to buy above 0.215. There is a falling volume following this breakout in price. Generally a good sign. What would make this trade even more interesting is if we can see it break this point at 0.24 or this point at 0.275. Typically when that happens, then the stock will run without baggage behind. Moving on to Wing Tai. This is a stock that is trading in a box. When it breaks this box on top, which is more likely, or below, we wait for a setup, that means a pullback, and then we enter. This is Super Group. What is interesting about this stock is that it has been trading up for some time here, right here. Discussing the actions directly, we have a small setup when it broke this high, mini high at 2.17. Some of you may have entered here. For others, wait for this stock to break this point, 2.28. But this is not a very attractive stock to trade. Firstly, because this is a very bear and bull struggling bar. There are signs that this did not make a new higher high, so Super Group may not be interesting to watch. This is Popular Holdings. The chart looks very messy. This is Pan United. Generally the chart also looks very messy, but I want to point out to you this point. Can you see that the stock tests this point at this support resistance congestion point here a lot of times? In fact, maybe going to be 4 times on the weekly chart. So be careful if you are trading this stock. Make sure to wait for it to break this line above, wait for a setup, and then position your trade properly. If we look at it on in this basis, I don't think this stock has much to trade. There's a very strong line here that the price will trade around, so be careful. Mapletree Logistics. These stocks are not very good to trade on a swing basis. They can be held for investment purposes to collect dividend instead. This is Lion Gold Corporation. Lion Gold Corporation is a weird stock. There is this very long bar here. At this moment, a few days ago, about a week ago, it has broken, and the price has generally well sustained above this point. So if you want to trade this stock, make sure you break this high at 1.29. This is JAXPEAD. JAXPEAD became a well traded stock on this day, 20th of June. Just like Yoma and previously IEV, we were waiting for the stock to break this new high on a swing trading 0.196 on with a swing trading strategy. However, this stock has failed in the short term. We would like to see what happens to it, but you do not need to trade it. I don't think there's a clear setup. Intraco very messy around this circle, so don't bother. This is Biostate Singapore. I like this stock for 2 reasons. First, there is a nice setup. the MA lines are moving quite nicely. On the left hand side right here, not much congestion, so the stock typically just gap down right here. So maybe we are looking forward to seeing this stock close the gap. Be careful when you eventually reach this point right here. This is Asia Sun's Capital on the cleaner chart. Let's wait for this stock to break this high 0.545 before we look to enter on this stock again. As Standards REIT, we don't like to look at REITs as usual. Okay, today I'm going to introduce a new formula called Spider-Man. It consists of a few indicators: price volume breakout and proprietary confidence indicator. Confidence indicator meaning it must have performed well in the past during breakouts. So City Spring Infrastructure broke out of the box, very clear box. It's very precise on 13 July, which is yesterday. So we expect this stock to have a slight pullback and before continuing to go up. If we look at the chart here, the box is very precise, going back to even these days. So there is a possibility that the prices will close this gap downs here. Watch out for City Spring Infrastructure Trust. This is KREIT. KREIT have an upward slope in a very congested band. Prices has appeared to break out. So I would like to see this stock, observe it. It may continue the breakout. Let me show you. Continue breakout with a setup. You can buy it here. This is Visbrand. Visbrand is a stock that has never stopped making new high. A very good case study. At this point, when you break a new high, some people may enter, but very unfortunate, price goes down. Break new high again at this moment. Price continue moves up. You take some profit, goes down. Makes new high, and then it goes up. Right now, we don't know how the price will perform, but we want the price to break this high 0.705 before we go in. I, however, suspect that prices will have a slight pullback before continuing up. This is Fraser and Neave trading in the very tight congestion band here, upward sloping band. Today, first breakout. Very happy to show you this chart. I think there's a chance for us to trade this with more profit. It's a good prospect. One of the better prospects since I've last described CivMac. Lastly, do visit my website. I will give you the address now. My name is Alex Liu. My website is www.alexliu.com. I operate Seeking Returns, a website to educate people freely and transparently. We advocate transparency. We teach people how to invest and how to trade without paying tons and thousands of money. We spread the fundamental truth about investing and trading. Thank you. Look forward that you will come to my channel again and listen to the next trading debrief.